the music. Let me share the.
Egan,
Yes.
Egan, please kick me out
Yes.
so that I can come back again.
If I kick you out, you
Yeah,
won't be able to rejoin. So what you do,
really?
just shut down your machine.
Okay.
Yes.
So, colleagues, we have a challenge. Most people are saying their link is having issues. Others want me to send them the link, so I don't know what must happen now. Hi, Trevor. Trevor. Guys, can you hear me?
What's the challenge with the link? Hello.
So the challenge with the link is that people are saying the IPS it's not allowing them to do, but others have registered. So I've told them to register. Others want me to send them the link straight. So I don't know what must I do. I've unmuted you, Trevor. I think Trevor also needs Egan, let me give you the names of the people that you need to make hosts when I introduce the panel discussion. It's Trevor Oahile. It's Alunui. It's Carino. And then Salha. So let me also ask them to join. I have admitted Trevor. I don't know if he left or what. Oh, he left. Oh, yeah. So I'm admitting Trevor. Don't kick him out. I'm admitting Trevor. I'm also trying to call Carino and the others so that they can join. You network, you guys. Egan, please try to unmute Trevor.
Hi, Lerato.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Hi, Trevor. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get the others to join. Hey, Jesus. I'm not saying the remote plates, okay. Go again. What's the remote say? Ah, how about
I want to have money. I get on 20, 20, 20. Looking for sexy, sexy, sexy. I want some photo, 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 photo. She want the photo, 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 photo. I want that baby. On a corner, baby. And I go tell my mama. Go tell my papa. Go tell and say, if you want to watch that baby, if you put you, baby.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let's just wait for 3 more minutes to get the others to join in. We will start at 1300 hours, 5 minutes after 1300 hours, and in Eastern time, that is 1400 5 minutes after 1400 hours. I hope I don't sound like a mission. What's this military person? But yes, just stay tuned. I'm going to play just nice tunes for you guys for 3 minutes so that the others can join and we can be on the same path. Alrighty, it's 5 minutes past 1. In South Africa, re ke past 1. So before I start anything, dumelang, abusheni, bon dia, bonjour, sanbonani, who have I forgotten? Murbuanji, Mangwanani. No, it's not Mangwanani anymore. It's Maskati. Whoever I think I've greeted everybody. If I have forgotten you, just say it in the chat. So my name is still Lerato Murulane. Maybe it will change, maybe not, but yeah, time will tell. My name is still Lerato Murulane, and I am the African coordinator. Yes, I am not alone. I will introduce the team of the Youth Power Hub later throughout the day. But before we start, I'm going to go through some certain rules because we know as young people, we have rules. And I'm sorry about this. Ting, 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 ting. You guys are sending me endless messages asking for the link. The others are having difficulties. So please, for the country coordinators, please, 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 country reps, please help them in the group so that they can be able to join. So as I've said, my name is Lerato, and here are the quick rules of the house. So at the bottom of your screen, whether you are using a phone, a laptop, or I don't know what other devices there is a global icon. It's written interpretation. So if you parle français or you speak Portuguese and you don't understand some words of English, you can click on that icon and you select your language and you can be able to hear the conversation throughout freely. And we can also be able to hear you when you share your thoughts and your sentiments of the program for today. So hopefully Sharon will share the beautiful banner of YPH on the screen soon. But make sure that you are muted at all times. And also, if you are displaying your video, make sure it's not provocative or it's showing anything that we are not supposed to be seeing, right? Thank you very much. And another thing is that if you will be using interpretation, when you are coming up to speak, just make sure that we are aware that you are interpreting so that the interpreter will be able to interpret. And another last thing is that you must attend the entire part of the meeting, guys. Why? You will know at the end. Just attend the entire hour. If you don't attend the entire hour, those who have been part of this journey, they know why. I'm not going to tell you now, but you will find out at the end. So without wasting any time, I'm going to introduce my beautiful team. I'm not alone, as I've said. I have a team, and you see that, guys, I'm at the beach. Yeah, don't mind the t-shirt. I didn't want to wear, my thing. I'm on a yacht, imaginary, by the way. So I'm not alone. We have a team. The first person on the team who is not here is the program lead. Sadly she couldn't join us, but you will definitely see her as we go along. Her name is Faith, and Faith her picture is not here, but you will definitely know her as time. The others know her. The new ones, my apologies, but you will know her as time goes by. And we also have the beautiful Lillian Maria Wambui, all the way from Kenya. Lillian, please show us your face and habari and say hi to everybody in the room.
Thank you so much, Lerato. I hope I'm audible. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So everybody, good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're joining us from. Welcome to YPH 5.0. It's been a long time coming, but we're happy for today. My name is Lian Maria Wamboy. I am the Regional Project Coordinator for the Youth Power Hub. I'm so happy to have you all here with us today. And as we say in Kenya, karibuni sana. And we are looking forward to an amazing meeting and a wonderful year of YPH activity. Thank you so much, Lahat.
Asante sana, asante sana. And next we have, ooh, guys, this one is my fellow glassy, fellow, me and her. We oil and oil, not oil and water. I see what you guys were thinking there. So I'm going to introduce Sharon, who is our comms person. So Sharon, please introduce yourself, say hi to the team, welcome them, and they will shortly know what you will be doing throughout the whole day. So Sharon, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Lerato, for that exquisite introduction. My name is Sharon Koki, and I am the Communications Associate for YACT Youth in Action, which is still YPH though, and it's a pleasure to have all of you on board. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to a fruitful meeting.
Asante sana. So yes, you will know what Sharon will be doing with you guys through as we go on for the whole year or the remainder of the year, and also Lillian will share. We also have our grants lead, Cullen. Sadly she couldn't join us due to personal reasons. But you will definitely see her as we go on. We also have Doreen. You've been getting some emails about ODSS. You will see her also. She's the behind the what's this behind the curtain, person. But I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm moving straight to the panel discussion. So because we have an hour and I want to respect your time and I want you guys to get the entire experience of this meeting. The entire experience of this meeting. I'm going to go straight to Trevor. Sorry about that. I'm going to go straight to Trevor. So Trevor is from Botswana. He has been our youth advocate since the inception of YPH. And as you've heard Lillian say, welcome to YPH 5.0. So YPH started back in 2020, but we will give you the history lessons as we go on. Right now, we want to share with you guys the experiences of the young people that have experienced YPH since the inception. So Trevor, dumela ntate. No, it's not that. It's a ra. Dumela rra. Hi, Trevor. Can you hear me? So while Trevor is still sorting out the technical issues, just as I've said, introduce yourself, guys, in the chat box. Tell us your name, where you're from, one interesting thing about you, and wave your flag. The most important thing that you need to do is wave your flag. Whatever you do, don't forget to wave your flag. So at the bottom, after telling us about yourself, where you from, one interesting thing about you, just make sure that you also wave your flag. So I'll do that. If you have two flags like me, you can also wave both of them. So Trevor, over to you, Ndra.
Hi, Lerato.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I nearly started saying my name is Lerato Lagamorulane also.
You need to finish it. My name is Lerato Laga Murulane Stogolo Savarolong, all the way from South Africa.
Yes.
So Trevor, thank you so much for joining us today. So I want to find out from you, as a young person who's been part and parcel of YPH for a very long time. I don't want to say forever, because people will think we are very old. But yeah. So what is the experience has been like for you, and what do you want to see moving forward from YPH?
I think YPH has been really. I think people need to understand, like it has been life changing, if I would put it, life changing in a sense that we've learned. I think the people that we've started YPH with, we've learned quite a lot of things from just working together, learning different skills, and networking. Most importantly, it has been really amazing. So I think for me and my team this side, I think we've managed to. One thing that we take home is the lives of young people that we've changed through implementation of YPH as we go around teaching young people about the ICPD commitments, and yeah. Hi, Lerato.
I'm still here. Sorry about that. I got cut off for a minute. So, from all the experiences that you've had, what is that one thing? I know you have a lot of things that keep you awake at night, but what is that one thing that you would want to see for YPH 5.0, except the implementation that you're talking about and all those kind of, what is it that you'd want to see?
I think for me, it'll be really exciting if we get to see different young people across the African continent, especially the Eastern and Southern Africa, working together, just to learn from each other the best practices, how you guys have been working in regarding to issues like SRHR and HIV. I'm really interested in finding young people who are taking authority in changing their community. So I think that will be something that I'll be looking forward to seeing YPH really encouraging and, enabling young people to be able to learn from each other across the continent.
Thank you very much, Galawakara. Guys, they want to see more young people from across the continent. Please give us a thumbs up if that's also what you want to see. Like react with those thumbs ups with the hearts. Right now I'm going all the way to the east. I wanted to go to still keep it to the south, but I want a different view. So Salha, I don't know if you are online. If you are online, just unmute yourself and tell us, what has the experience been like for you being part of, the Youth Power Hub? You've been implementing, you received grants. So what is that one thing that you would want to see? And also, what has the experience been like for you, especially as a young woman in the east of Africa, with different barriers that we face as young women? Salha?
Thank you so much, Lerato. Yes, I'm here.
Not kwaheri. What's this? Karibuni,
Karibu.
karibuni.
Asante sana.
Yes,
Well, thank you so much, my friend. And I think everyone is so happy to see that it's finally the YPH 5 is here. It's been a while since almost everyone was just trying to see when is it coming back, when is the coming round of the YPH and how it is going to be. So sharing the experience as a young women leader, but also the YPH country rep for Tanzania, but also as our organization, Binti Saha Foundation, has received a fund that has helped us in facilitating activities and programs that empower youth. Actually, I can say that YPH is one of the best youth platform in Africa. It has brought us together. As I try to remember when we first met face to face in South Africa, it was really good experiences. We were all able to share our problems, and we have seen how our problems are very related in our different countries. So we might be in different countries, but the problems are the same when it comes to youth, especially when it comes to youth access to sexual reproductive health information and services. So I've learned a lot from other countries, from other youth representatives from other countries as well. We have also learned the new and good strategies that we can also use in our country to ensure that youth are becoming voice and voicing up for their issues. So when we when we came back to Tanzania, is when also we got the fund from the YPH, and that is facilitated also by AMREF. So it was also a very nice time for us as an organization, especially a grassroots organization that touches the youth directly, to do our programs that actually empowered youth. Because for us, as we were looking much into advocating for the EACSRH bill, but also on the issue of holding accountable our decision makers on the ICPD commitments that were made, the ICPD 25. So we were able to empower youth, but also youth-led organizations. And we came together to see those commitments. In Tanzania, we have 6 commitments that our Ministry of Health committed. And we are also trying to see how are we going to come together, voice up together as youth, ensuring that we hold accountable our government leaders. But also on the IEC bill, it was a very nice moment as we also came together as youth-led organizations and see how we can keep on championing and voicing up and see how we advocate for this EAC bill, the East African Community SRH bill, that we believe when it pass and come into being a law, it is going to help us to hold our governments, our countries accountable and making sure that youth, especially girls and women, are getting right information, but also services. So we thank so much the YPH, but also the AMREF and the other donors that are facilitating this initiative of the youth by helping us to be able to bring together youth from different organizations, but also the leaders from different organizations. And we were able to see in one way or another on how we can strategize and come together and have something that we can call it like a coalition or something like that, so that when we voice up, we speak as youth and as a voice of youth. So thank you so much. And that's a very little experience that I can share.
Mpenzi wangu, you call that little experience, guys. Salha just took like everything that, you know, people wanted to know, and Lillian was about to text what's this? Lillian was about to share. So right now I'm going back to the south. I'm coming back to the south. So guys, I'm a global citizen. Mukarabelo, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Thank you. So I'm going to Carino, mi amigo. I hope I said it correctly. Mi amigo. Amigo, yes, is my friend. So everybody's my friend. Me, I have Rafikis, I have Bahotsi, I have Bangani, I have comrades. So Karina, I want to hear from Mozambique's perspective on how has YPH, you know, shaped your experience as a youth advocate, and what is that one thing that you would want to see from YPH moving forward? So over to you, Carino.
Boa tarde a todos. Não sei se conseguem ouvir-me perfeitamente. Alô?
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfeito. Essa experiência trouxe para mim abordagens na visão global e pude aprender ferramentas de intervenção social que têm apoiado muito nas ações a nível de Moçambique, não só a mim, mas também a outros jovens que estão envolvidos e engajados na advocacia pelos direitos humanos, pelos direitos reprodutivos. Eu acredito que é uma experiência maravilhosa e que vem desbloqueando alguns desafios que nós encontramos nas nossas atividades sociais, e também é uma oportunidade para conhecer contextos diferentes e aplicar ao nosso contexto aquelas realidades que se enquadram, e também colher um pouco da experiência dos outros para melhorar aquelas que são as nossas dificuldades. Essa foi uma das grandes mais-valias que nós já tivemos. Mas também tivemos momentos de troca de experiência em que também podemos nos conhecer, não só como ativistas, não só como mobilizadores sociais e transformadores de comunidade, mas também como pessoas de culturas diferentes, de comunidades diferentes, como é que um e outro vive no seu país, e podemos enquadrar e saber como nos comportar na realidade do outro. O que eu gostava de ver agora de diferente, talvez seria no contexto eleitoral, porque acredito que tem essa abertura, mas no contexto eleitoral virado para as mulheres, a participação das mulheres no contexto eleitoral. Eu acho que seria uma ferramenta extremamente importante neste momento para Moçambique, porque estamos a caminhar para a fase eleitoral e eu gostava de sentir a sensibilidade das mulheres neste processo e saber que estas sentem-se não só inclusas, mas parte deste processo, porque também somos parte deste processo. Então, eu gostava que esta ferramenta eleitoral fosse inclusa na vertente de advocacia social.
Obrigada, Karina. Thank you for keeping. Aluni, I'm giving you 2 minutes. Make sure you keep it. I know me and you, Aluni, we are the same WhatsApp group. We take forever. So, how has the experience been for you for YPH, and what is it that you would want to see moving forward? So, over to you, Aluni. 2 minutes. Seems like Alunui is not online or maybe hanged up. So I'm just gonna go quickly through the comments to see who is in the room. And
sorry, I'm here.
Ampur, comrade. In 2 minutes.
I'm here.
What is the
Sorry, my network is not bad.
Oh, okay. No, Juple Fonte, I know. You can speak in French, they will translate. But in 2 minutes, what is it that you'd want to see moving forward when it comes to the Youth Power Hub?
Ok, merci beaucoup de m'avoir laissé la parole et je suis content d'être en vue jusqu'à la 5e année. Et pour tout ce qui est Youth Power Hub, ce qui m'a plus marqué depuis que j'ai rejoint, c'est le renforcement de capacité en leadership, en mobilisation, en gestion et l'acceptabilité sociale. Mais pour moi aussi, je garde de Youth Power Hub un souvenir dans mon avenir comme étant une force motrice qui booste le développement socio-économique des jeunes. Donc, ce que j'attends avec impatience, c'est la concrétisation de nos recommandations des années passées, notamment sur le renforcement de capacité en matière de mobilisation et en gestion de projet. Donc, je préfère ne pas m'étaler beaucoup plus et je m'arrête là pour donner la chance aux autres. Merci beaucoup, Lérat.
Merci beaucoup, comrade. So I'm just gonna go quickly through the to see who's in the room before I hand over to Lillian to take us through what will happen for this year when it comes to YPH. So I see that there is Diana Ross in the room. I don't see the flag. I see Mozambique is flying their flag. Who else? I see South Sudan, it's also in the room. I'm trying to go up. I see Mozambique, guys. I see Zeg from Kenya, Karibuni Zeg. I see Raima also. There is Dumisani, who is the national facilitator from Zimbabwe. Maskati, my friend, my what's this? My neighbor, yes, my friend, neighbor. There is also Jacqueline. Hey, Jacqueline, guys, she gave us everything. If you want to visit in Tanzania, there is the address, Practices for Girls and Women Career Development Foundation. There is also Mary Kamwende from Kenya. Hi, Mary, Karibuni. There is Rabetsi from Lesotho. There is Trinavante from Zambia. There is also Edison from Mozambique. Yeah, the list is very long, guys, but I'm gonna read for the people who flew their flags. There is Nosipo, who is an HIV activist living with HIV from South Africa. Karibuni. There is Celine from Namibia. Hey guys, geography did the things here. I can see, there is Celine. There is Edison also from Mozambique. There is Apelele from South Africa. There is Stevens Mashiani from South Africa. There is Mutlalipule all the way from Lesotho. Ilamusabetsuas Chaba. There is let's see. There is Mfundo Kanyilo all the way from the Kingdom of Eswatini. There is Tendai Kunyelesa all the way from Zimbabwe. There is also Daniel Lokua all the way from Lesotho. There is Qinisile, there is Collins. So yeah, I'm gonna go through the list as we go. There's also Mutinta as we go through the meeting. But right now I'm gonna hand over to the beautiful Lillian Maria, to take us through the program for the entire year. So Lillian, over to you.
Thank you so much, Lerato. Allow me to share my screen. Can you see?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And wow, it's so amazing just to listen to young voices from across the East and Southern African region talking about the youth, the impact of the Youth Power Hub. And it is our prayer, it is our hope that as we continue, we keep doing this amazing work, working with young people. So welcome everybody to YPH 5.0. As we spoke just before, as we began, Lerato mentioned that we have a young person who began with us from 2020. And here we are now in 2024 with YPH 5.0. So we are very happy to have all of you with us today. And I want to just go through the activities for this new phase, for this fifth phase. So for those who are new, for those who are joining us for the first time, I would like you to know who Youth Power Hub is and how it came about. The Youth Power Hub was formed as a partnership between YACT Youth in Action, which is anchored at AMREP Health Africa, and AFRIAN and UNFPA SRO in 2020. Also, we are one of the most engaging regional platforms for youth-led social accountability in Africa, and it's the first ever regional online program platform for youth-led social accountability on the ICPD commitments in Africa. We had Trevor and Saha talking about the problems we have in Africa. We are all the same. We have the same issues, especially when it comes to young people and health and the concerns that we have. So our engagement as the youth ICPD is hinged on the ICPD commitments. And we work with young people to ensure that we follow up on the commitments that were made for our respective countries. So one of the great things about the Youth Power Hub is that we are anchored on three amazing pillars of education, engagement, and collective action or mobilization. So we really champion on education. How do we ensure that we keep sharing information that is concise, that is impactful, that we can disseminate from on an online platform and cascade it down to the grassroots so that young people are able to be informed, to be well educated. How do we also keep engaging young people? As we said, we as a Youth Power Hub, we're online, but we have engagements which are in person, which we do through our youth-led organizations, and as well as collective action, growing the numbers so that we can continue having a movement of young voices, a movement of youth-led organizations that are supporting the work of youth-led social accountability. So our objective as the Youth Power Hub is to ensure that we are catalyzing youth voices on the ICPD 25 commitments to advance SRHR for the African youth. We do know that SRHR is our dignity, our well-being, so it's important that we really address the concerns that we have, and especially that young people are leading at the forefront of engagement with policymakers, with duty bearers, with governments, with amongst ourselves to really advance and ensure that the commitments made in ICPD in 2019 and as we go also to commemorate in the next 5 years ICPD 30 in September, that we keep talking about the commitments that were made to ensure that nothing falls between the cracks. So it is our honor that we have been able to actively engage over 60 youth-led organizations from 21 distinct countries on youth-led social accountability activities. On the group chat, we saw your responses, and you're from all across the East and Southern African region. So we have engaged countries as Angola, Botswana, Comoros, DR Congo, Eritrea, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Kenya, Lesotho, Madagascar, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, South Sudan, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. So for this year, we are excited. We have some new exciting activities that are lined up for the year. And so just let me go through them, and we look forward to your engagement as we continue to lead youth-led social accountability across the year. So we are excited to launch Power Up, the Youth Power Hub podcast. So we'll be launching that next month, where we shall get to hear and have amazing voices, both from young people, thought leaders on ICPD, both on the importance of young people engaging in civic action, youth-led social accountability. So look out for our for our podcast, Youth Power Hub Power Up, which we shall be sharing on our socials, on which will be also anchored on Spotify and wherever else you find or listen to your podcast. We shall also keep up with our information briefs with our newsletters and open ed articles. So if you know you are very good at writing, please do not hesitate. Send us write to us on email or tag us on our social media, and we'll be able to reach out to you so that we can continue with disseminating information on young people on youth-led social accountability and also other areas that we have identified that are concerned in our regional countries. We also have social media activities where we have the ICPD 30 social media storm, and Sharon will be holding forth on that end. As we know, towards the end of the year, we'll be having a summit of the future, which will be in the US. We cannot all make it, but we can do what we can as young people online and in person. So we shall be having that social media storm. We shall also be having an International Youth Day webinar. We shall also, as we shall also have our digital advocacy masterclass, which I spoke of and mentioned that one of our anchors is education. So information is power. So digital advocacy masterclass. We shall also be revamping our Youth Power Hub tracker, because it's important that as delegates, as young youth champions, that as we're tracking, we need to know where do we really need to amplify in terms of tracking the ICPD commitments. So we shall be doing that, and we shall have our very first ODSS training session. For those of you who don't know what ODSS is, it is Organizational Development System Strengthening. We have worked with youth-led organizations, and that process of working with them and supporting them with seed grants, we have an approach that we use, a tool that we use called Organizational Development System Strengthening, that supports youth-led organizations to be better, ensuring that as they work in their advocacy, they're organizations that are watertight, that they have policies, they have structures, they have proper leadership, that they're able to engage in advocacy in very strong ways. We also have in September, we shall have the next ODSS training session, and we shall also have a World Contraceptive Day campaign. We shall also be disseminating our YPH study. Last year, we launched a study on our work, the work that we have been doing across the East and Southern region of Africa on youth-led social accountability. So we are very excited to launch that study. So look out for that. We shall be sharing that on our webinar. We shall also have we shall be sharing it as also on our socials. So keep a keen eye to know and to see that the impactful work that you have all been doing. We shall also have our second podcast episode, and we shall also have an ICPD 30 webinar. In October, we shall have the Day of the Girl Child campaign, followed by another social media storm, which will be looking at what was said, what were the commitments that were made during the Summit of the Future in New York. It's very easy for us to just go for a conference, but what happens after these conferences, these high-level events? As young people, it's important that we pay attention, that we do not lose sight of our advocacy, that we do not down our spades. We ensure that as these high-level engagements are being held, we are also paying keen attention so that we continue to lead youth social accountability efforts and share out the information, to our different communities. We shall also have our digital advocacy masterclass, the third episode of Power Up, the Youth Power Hub podcast, and as well as spotlighting organizations who have gone through our ODSS training. So it will be important for those of us especially who are new, to learn about and to see from the youth-led organizations who have gone through ODSS, what do they have to say? From the time when we met them in 2020 to now, what are the strides that they have made? How has our support impacted their work as a youth-led organization? So look out for that in October. And then in November, we shall launch the 16 Days of Activism campaign, and have our final YPH podcast episode, our digital masterclass and webinar, and as well as thought leadership through our newsletter and open ed article distribution. In December, it will be closing, and we look forward to YPH 6.0 in the coming year. So that, in brevity, my dear comrades, is what we have as the Youth Power Hub for this year. And we're looking forward to interacting with all of you for this year, short as it may be. But we do know that we shall do amazing, amazing work. So Lerato, over to you for my presentation. Thank you.
Ke a leboga Lillian. Asante sana. So thank you very much, guys. So Lillian, please don't remove that slide. I want you to share that next part of the segment. But right now, I just want to give Sharon 5 minutes to just share with us, her plan for this year. What is she expecting from us as young people? And how does she want to engage us as young people in the next 6 months, in the next 5 months. So Sharon, over to you, Rafiki.
Thank you so much, Lerato. Mine is just brief. How I would like to engage you is that making sure you participate actively in the campaigns. Like if you spot something that YPH could be doing, you could email us or text us. That's why the WhatsApp group is there. But mainly just to engage you positively and making sure that we have really impacted you in terms of the digital masterclasses, in terms of the webinars that are coming up that Lillian has mentioned. And there's going to be an exciting campaign that will give you some money on the side. So hopefully you guys will participate and you'll see what happens in November. But the campaign is launching very, very soon. But yeah, so for now, I think I'll hand it over to Lerato for this next slide just to see how best we could engage each other as Youth Power Hub, because one cannot work without the other. Over to you, Lerato.
Hey, Sharon, I almost said I want to also be part of the champions now when you start speaking about Machankura Legaroni. But anyway, guys, so I want us, for this part of the session, we are just going to spend the next few minutes on it. And I'm going to give you guys also 3 minutes to think about it. Also write in the chat box on how you would want to be engaged for YPH 5.0 from your country's perspective, guys. And also, we know that there's wishful thinking, right? But I think when you come up with on how you want to be engaged, please, guys, bring it home. Bring it home. We wouldn't say we want robots to bring medication. I'm just making an example. Medication from Mozambique to South Africa. Bring it home. Let's say we want political leaders this year, those who are voted in power, to be aware of the commitments that were made in 2019 and moving forward, 2019, and how best they can fit into 2024. Or we want the political leaders that were voted right now to make sure that the commitments that were not met, that were made in 2019, this year, they are met, and moving forward, they are prioritized. So I'm going to play a song. When the song ends, I want everybody to have, written what they want to see, how they would want to be engaged. It doesn't matter. It can be policy-wise, it can be comms-wise, it can be social media, and also, guys, the hashtags, please. This year, let's trend. I want YPH to trend this year. Whenever you post anything that has to do with ICPD or SRHR or the work that you are doing, please, 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 pretty please, hashtag tag us. YPH, it's on TikTok. YPH, it's on social, it's on Facebook, it's on X, it's on Instagram. So there's no way that you would say you are not in all those platforms. We are even on WhatsApp. Yes, I'm YPH. Lillian is YPH. Sharon is YPH. So you can even tag me on your statuses. I don't mind if that's doable. But yeah, YPH is everywhere. So make sure that you tag, you follow. Sharon, if you don't mind, please also our social media, please, you can pin them on the on the chat, so that they can also follow us. We follow back. We are not big celebrities. When you follow us, we follow back. So we will follow you, you follow us. Nanana follow you, YPH follow you, we go follow you. So in the next 3 minutes, how would you want to be engaged? The song starts now. Your 5 minutes has started, ne? The song is just playing.
On the microphone. When you see a woman with a shoulder, you don't know. Are you really know? Your shoulder. I'm high on love, one meditate. So allow me, make I enjoy life. No problem that you finish your day. Topic there, different wahala. Problem that you finish your day. And that's Pretty girl, come wine for the touch. Man goes one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch, make it touch it. Girl, come wine for the touch. Man goes one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Shut up
and bend over.
Let your back up to the talking over. So fuck up and bend over. Let your back up to the talking over. How would you dance? How would you be? How would you dance and party? Do the rhythm body. Girl from wine on the pocket. Then goes one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, make it touch it. Girl from wine on the pocket. Then goes one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, man, meditate. I'm hot on love, want to meditate. So allow me, make I enjoy life. No problem that you finish your day. Every day different wahala. Problem that you finish your day. Make it touch it. Pretty girl from wine on the pocket. Then goes one and make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Make it touch it. Girl from wine on the pocket. Then goes one and make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it.
Puff, puff, pass, my Mary Jane. Okay, so our new hashtag, it's going to be puff, puff, pass, my YPH. I think I have voice for radio, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Give me some hearts if you think so. If not, then it means my dreams are dashed and dead. But jokes aside, thank you for the responses. I want to go through them. I see 99 new messages. Woo, guys, Zini. Okay, we are going to go through the first one. I'm going to start at the bottom. Nell is saying, I think our social media could be more youthful, fun, engaging for our audience. Don't worry, we have podcasts this year. We are going to be live. That's why I even dyed my hair purple now. And I'm colorblind. I'm joking. That's why I even dyed my hair orange. It's because I'm going to be their face, guys. You must also see our TikTok. It's going to be fire. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot like a heat hole, like a bomb. Only if you guys follow us and use the hashtag all the time when you chat. Please, please. I've hashtag YPH, hashtag Youth Power Hub. That's how we are going to make sure that our social media it's on fire. It's involving more young people. And as I've said, Sharon has hinted some few things, but also when we have, lives, when we do, please do join in so that we can be able to reach to the other young people in your countries and be able to, connect with them. Another one is saying, okay, let me go and start at the top because, I wanted to start at the bottom and they keep on piling up, keep on piling up. So please, please follow us. As I've said, we are not big celebrities. We follow back. And also, okay. These people are so friendly. I wanted to read this one. Hey guys, I'm friendly. Apelele is saying, I would like to see more youth-led organization receive more funding, capacity building to ensure that youth-led organization are compliant. Thank you very much, Apelele, for that. So this year you've seen that we've sent out a call for youth-led organizations to join. So please make sure that you do apply, register for that. And there will be also the ODSS training that will take place for youth-led organizations. So that training is to ensure that young people are compliant, they understand the do's and the don'ts of organizational structure. And also I see that Brandy is saying digital advocacy and the 16 days days of advocacy. That is very brilliant. So 16 days of advocacy. I'm also going to see that Alunui, comrade, for YPH 5.0, we are requesting translation into 3 languages on the tracker and maximizing more on communication, training on engagement and mobilization to finish strengthening skills. Yes, Alunui, that is well taken. We will ensure that all documents are translated into all the 3 languages, which is Portuguese, French, and it's English and Portuguese and French. So we will do that. Engagement, it will happen at all time. You know that I'm a text away, and sometimes at 1 a.m. Alinui, especially you text me at 9 p.m. and I'm sleeping, but I will still respond because why? I love the work that I am doing with you guys. So I'm a text away. Anything that you would need when it comes to YPH, just text me. I think this year I'm going to increase the time from 8 p.m. to actually 10 p.m. to text, and then from there from 6 a.m. And also somebody is saying LinkedIn. So because YPH is also funded by so we are funded by UNFPA, but we are housed by AMREF and YACT. So there is also Youth in Action on LinkedIn pages. Thank you, Sharon, for that. So campaigns, podcast, and social media advocacy. Erastus, how? How are we campaigning? We have 16 days of advocacy, or not advocacy, of activisms. We have so many international days. Come to us and say, guys, we can do this. We have podcast opportunities. Come to us and say, guys, I have an idea for a podcast. We could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But as I've said, bring it home. Bring it home. We don't want you can't say you want a podcast with Jay-Z and Beyonce. We can't afford them. But if you say, let's have a podcast with policymakers, your Emmas, let's have a podcast with people that we know, we could also do that. Let's do campaigns. Let's say, for instance, ending FGM, in DRC. I'm just making an example. We get youth advocates, young champions from DRC to come and join us, and we do have that conversation. So there's a lot that we can do as YPH through you guys, through your assistance. We are in different countries, but we don't know we know the issues, but we don't want to speak about your issues, Erastus. We don't know about them. As I always use this example, that if you are going to guess issues that young women go through, then stop it. Don't talk about them. So I'm not going to talk about that Namibia has issues. They have an alcohol abuse issue if I am not a young person from Namibia. I hope I'm making sense. More capacity building, I've already spoke about that. Brenda, that will definitely happen. Be part of meetings that lead to write up of the outcome document or report for YPH 5.0. There's a proposal on the table, guys. So Trevor is basically nominating himself, hint hint, to be part of the meetings that lead to the write up and of the outcome document and report for YPH 5.0. Trevor, we will speak also about that. And eager to share in all our social media. Please, hashtag guys, I've seen it's very important. Continue involvement of policymakers and community gatekeepers. Zach, I'm also putting that upon yourself. How are we going to do that? Because we continuing involving them, but also how, because there are new political leaders that are into power. How do we do that? Financial literacy, a paramount of youth-led organization to be compliant and legible to grants, for grants, sorry. Collins is saying, as a digital youth advocate, I'm up for online campaigns and capacity building to strengthen our skills. Thank you, Collins. You must text me and we will have this conversation, and I will link you with Sharon. Sharon is our comms person. Citrala is saying that I would like more experience sharing with other like-minded individuals, organization, and better understand and promote our commitments. That will also happen, Citrala. Don't be rest assured. Tonight, guys, I'm opening the WhatsApp group. Please, no chain messages, no prayer messages, no messages that if you're sending a post, make sure that it's not a spam, no spamming the group. So I'm going to officially open the group today because I was waiting for this meeting. So you will be able, Citrala, to share more experiences with young people. Okay, this one we've spoken about it, capacity building. Maximize the sharing of assets such as recyclable sanitary napkins that we need to put in place. Alunui, please also share this in the group. The Day of the Girl Child campaign and the ICPD 30 webinar. Fire. I need water. My water, I've run out of water. Yeah, I think most of the things, guys, we are saying there's almost the same thing, but in different, languages. Youth-led organizations to actively interpret and challenge existing policies. I second that. I would like to see more digital campaigns and availability of funding to support grassroots organization in reaching their beneficiaries. Social media joint campaigns. Yes, Dainares, I know you work closely with Mulika in Tanzania. Please make sure that we strengthen that aspect. I would like to be engaged as a youth representative when it comes to policy consultation with stakeholders, partner through YPH, and to receive the relevant support to build capacity to perform tasks. That is really great. Victor, please tell us how you would also want. I would like to be engaged, but how, with who, where? Kenya has so many counties. Which county? Be specific. Bring it home. Bring it home. I would appreciate more youth engagement, especially issues that involve us from Mampole Saba. As I've said, most of the things, social media advocacy, we guys are saying the same thing in different, languages. We need to develop illustrations on what YPH or the ICPD commitments mean to us. Mtobisi, you can start this conversation and share it online. We will reshare, we will retweet, and the others will also do the same. So it's that, as I've said, it's the same things in different languages. So right now, I'm just going to give over to Lillian to close for us. And the things that you guys are saying you would want to see, we will try by all means to meet them. And those that, I wouldn't say difficult, but we didn't get to meet them, hopefully we will be able to take them through the next part of YPH, which is YPH 6.0. But before we close right now, I'm just going to hand over quickly to Lillian to just, give us her parting words, and then we will take it from there. So Lillian, over to
Relato.
you.
Hi, Relato.
This is Steven. Steve, I knew
Relato,
it.
I
Yeah.
did post something on the group and I was hoping that you'd read it because it's very different from what you've been reading.
Okay, I will go and look for your conversation. Hi, Stevens, it's a new year. You still continue to
Yes,
jump
it's a
in.
new year and I tried not to be the odd me, but then you ignored my comment, which is
Okay,
very different
because
from what you read.
okay, sorry, because there are so many messages. Just say it in a minute, Stephen, before Lillian jumps in a minute.
Okay, yeah. So for me, I'm looking for more in-person engagements, especially in the rural areas. Where I'm based currently, there's no internet. Everything that have been told about what the plan for this year is great. Most of the things are internet based, but where I'm based, there's no internet, and there's extremely high levels of child marriages, high levels of illiteracy levels, teenage pregnancy, and all this that we stand for. Those
Stephen,
young people there.
A minute.
Yes, please, Lelato.
Yes, continue. You can finish your point.
Yes, so I would want to see in person because I want to believe this is not just happening in that setting alone in Zambia. It could be elsewhere as well, and also maybe even in other countries. So I want to see more engagements in that nature that encompass rural areas, because that is where I think more of the work is, because people there don't even understand what this contraception is all about that we talk about. People in towns can read on the internet, can go on Google and read about certain family planning options. But for those children there, the teenagers, they do not have access to internet. They don't even have phones. So I want us to include such in our programming. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, Stephen. Karina, I see your hand is up. You can go ahead also before I hand over to Lillian. In a minute, Karina. Minute.
Ok, muito obrigada a todos. Queria primeiro agradecer pela oportunidade, pela participação de todos. O encontro está em chamas. Eu estou muito feliz e ansiosa para a implementação de tudo que foi aqui partilhado. Vou resumir um bocadinho da expectativa para o posicionamento de Moçambique. Nós esperamos mais atividades a nível nacional relacionadas a um plano de ação conjunto, na expectativa de os jovens terem uma ação dinâmica conjunta, que é para criar uma plataforma de nível nacional para monitorar o cometimento do ICPD, desenvolver atividades a nível de plataformas digitais que sejam sensíveis ao gênero e que também façam mobilização de massas para serviços em comunidades difíceis de ter acesso, onde muitas das vezes são violados os direitos e as pessoas que vivem lá nem têm noção dos seus próprios direitos. E em nome de Moçambique e da plataforma onde nós estamos, queria reiterar o nosso compromisso e dizer que nós estamos dispostos a contribuir, a participar, a planificar, a implementar e a alcançar todos os resultados que nós esperamos para essa nova dinâmica. Muito obrigada.
Okay, thank you very much, Karina. Lillian, in 2 minutes. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Lerato. Wow, it's amazing. When how time flies when something good is happening. It's been an amazing meeting. Thank you for all the feedback. Thank you for all the comments. To everybody who has joined, thank you so much. And for those of you who have been part of YPH from the beginning to the new ones, we normally have, we do know when we are considerate about your data, knowing that some of you are in very remote areas. Steven has just spoken about being in an area where there is very poor internet connectivity. So as YPH, we do reimburse for those of you who have attended at least 45 minutes and above. So look out for my email, my communication, and Lerato's as well on the same. We shall send you some forms for you to fill, and we shall give you the timelines as to when we expect them back. So thank you all very much. It's now 3:02 in Nairobi, Kenya. 2 minutes past the hour. We were here for 1 hour, and thank you all so much for joining us. From me to all of you in Swahili, we say kwaheri. So as we close off, please say kwaheri in your local languages on the chat, and we shall see you on the first activity of YPH. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lillian.
Okay.
So with that
Thank you,
said,
Ma'am Kwai.
wait, Stephen, you are still ungovernable, comrade. It's 2024, comrade. So with that said, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Kaleboga, Tatenda, Zikomo, for those Nyabonga, and thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today. We will see you guys on WhatsApp, and please do not spam the WhatsApp. Keep on keeping safe, keep on promoting health, and make sure that you are protected at all time. From me, a global citizen, Lerato Laga Murlan Estlogolo Sabarolong Khadiet Satlana, to everybody, thank you very much and goodbye.
Lerato, why are you doing this to me?
Thank you, Lerato. We are waiting for closing music, please.
Bye.
Thanks, Lerato. Bye.
Everyone.
Thanks, Lerato. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you.
This will only have Ana, it's a bit,